Now from the 30. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. It's Spiller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Murray now on first down. Going deep for Diggs. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have them. Themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. To throw is Murray. And he's got his big tight end here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here's Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because this is going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. The Steelers in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Inside handoff, Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Murray. On the move to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Mullins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Here's Murray from midfield. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now Murray off play action. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 41 yards. They'll look to throw. And the Browns have taken the lead. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jermaine Johnson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. After one, our score, 12-6. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Complete yet again to Spiller. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Murray. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Is to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete to Williams. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 1st down, Murray. Flush to his right. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Murray going to throw. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off, and they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Murray now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Browns. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. Finding space at the 40. 30. 10. 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jamison Williams. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Browns drive about to get started. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Finding space at the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Murray now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out left to Dotson. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now. Throw left side complete. That's Mullins. Touchdown! A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2nd and 9 now. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Diggs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Play fake. Murray. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
2nd down and goal. Murray escaping the pressure right. This is caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Throwing again, Murray. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Throwing now is Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
That's going to be caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jahan Dotson, 34 yards. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Murray going to fire one out wide. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a...
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so. Onside kick it with the lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's got it to Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He'll look to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. On the move past the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll set up a throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll look to throw again. He's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Garrett Wilson from 10 yards out. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Coup for the extra point. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried the fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this up to midfield. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jameson Williams halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And this one is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Rolling to his right. His throw incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these two-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for two and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on two-point plays as well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game.